Now attacks with the underhand layup gets it to go, and it's now a 5-point lead. Little hesitation dribble there, but then she got it to go.
It's the third time Callisto's been able to get inside and finish for a layup tonight. Big play for the Revs there to extend their lead to 5 with Towson chomping.
To Bristol in the paint. Tough move, and then pumps her fist as she gets it to go. Bristol connects. She's got 11 now, and it's a 3-point game. Callisto now doubled and ends up turning it over. Good pressure by Towson. No numbers, but they're going to try and force underneath to Turner. She can't get the layup to go. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay Towson basketball.
And GW trying to communicate right there, trying to figure out what they need to do better on the offensive end to break the press in the little huddle right there, as Paige Mott's going to come back in to provide some rebounding and defense at the center position.
She had 4 rebounds in that first half. Here's Johnson off the inbound. That's going to be way short. Callisto comes out with it. Trying to go 2-on-1. Nice bounce pass underneath to Mott, who lays it in with the left hand. That's the way to run the floor, and it's a 42-37 game.
Yeah, perfect play to draw in the defender. A nice little bounce pass to find Paige Mott down low.
I would imagine that Coach McCombs wants to get up-tempo a little bit more here in the second half. If you can turn missed shots or turnovers into points, that's what you want to do. Bristol will turn and face now to Johnston in front of the bench. Underneath the hottie lay, turnaround off the glass is good right in front of Mott. That was pretty good defense also.
Yeah, lay 4 points, 2 of 10 in the first half. Coming out there with an easy layup.
They break the press and attack. Now bounce pass again to Mott. She goes up with it. She's going to get a foul, and she does.
Yeah, second possession right there. GW looking to find Mott inside, as we'll take a look. She goes up, pump fakes, and lay. It's going to fall for that one, and Paige Mott is going to head to the line for 2.
Good job there of drawing Bristol, and then Bristol was late to get over and commits the foul. So Mott will go to the line. First time tonight. She's got 2 points, just happened on that layup, 4 rebounds. No problem at the line, no problem.
We'll give GW a chance to settle down, refine their game plan to deal with the press.
First miss of the night at the line for GW. They're now 4 of 5. Up tempo. Comes Baines again. Sarah Lewis will step out on her. She's just chilling. Right around and late. Baines draws the foul. Into their. Be careful down there.
Ref almost took a tumble.
Take anybody's knees down there.
Take a look. Hard foul there from Sarah Lewis right into the ref's legs. Fortunately, he stayed up. Everyone's all good here at the Smith Center.
Towson's done a better job in this second half, kind of forcing the action, trying to get inside and make a concerted effort to get to the free throw line. I mean, we talked about earlier in the game, or if we haven't talked about it, we will now. Shooting just 59% from the line. They're just 1 of 4 tonight. Now they're 1 of 5.
Yeah, and Baines
from the line.
And Baines can move to 3 of 12 on the season from the charity stripe.
You want something else that drives coaches nuts? Missed free throws, right? There's Mott. Nice find to Callisto. She'll try a 3 in the corner. That's going to be short. No, Mott tips it out. Nice job on the offensive end to Reynolds as she controls. Crossover inside now to Callisto. Back out. She will attack and hit the floater.
That's a phenomenal play from Callisto. Looked like she was going to be wide open. Towson came out to defend the 3. Pump fake, dribble inside. She's done a great job of getting into the paint tonight.
Yeah, just kind of taking what the defense gives her, right? Nice underneath to Bristol. Well, she can't get it to go. But Callisto very patient. Defender comes up, pump fake, and she'll attack. Reynolds seeing the floor very well also. There's Callisto outside. Now she'll hit the 3 in the corner and connects, and it's 48-39. Talk about being patient and what the defense gives you. Defense going to give her a 3. She'll hit it. Her first of the night. She's got 11.
2 points at halftime. She's up to 11 already. 9 points in this quarter for Callisto, carrying this GW team.
No doubt, as we're under 4 to go in this third quarter. Next whistle will be immediate timeout, and it's going to be right now on a possession. It's going to be George Washington basketball. When we come back, 3:52 to go in the third quarter. Ball movement and draining threes in the corner, and GW has a 48-39 lead here in DC on the Monumental Sports Network.
Raise high, revolutionaries. This is our calling. For more than 200 years, in the heart of the nation's capital, the George Washington University has produced leaders on the global stage. At GW, we are advancing knowledge, serving society, and making an impact. We shape the future. So rev up. Expand your world. Ignite your passion. Strive for success. Together, we raise high.
My shoulder is completely fixed. I feel as though I have a new shoulder. I went to GW Hospital to get my operation for my rotator cuff tear. They made me feel quite safe, even during the pandemic. They referred me to get the minimal invasive surgery, and it was excellent. Now I got into abstract art because of my wife. I'm very appreciative of GW Hospital.
From routine care to life-saving emergencies, we're here for you, the George Washington University Hospital.
In our hectic lives,
let's put mental health first.
Whether you're a sister, brother,
friend, student, or athlete, remember,
strength lies in speaking up about your feelings.
Focus on what you can control
and let go of the rest.
Your value isn't defined by achievements
or challenges.
Seek help when you need it.
It's always available.
Join the A10 in making mental well-being a priority.
And take a time out.
Take a time out.
Take a time out for mental health.
In the Atlantic 10, every night is a battle. Fierce talent that defines greatness. Elite coaches, extraordinary talent, a relentless drive to be the best. With 6 teams in the postseason last year, we're just getting started. A10 women's basketball. Strength, competition, tradition. The Atlantic 10. Experience the excitement.
George Washington leads. Enter to win the Boathouse Apartments box seats for a future Revs home game. Enjoy GW basketball from box seats on the top of the baseline for you and up to 5 friends. Scan the QR code on the screen to enter today. Those are good seats too, the box seats, top of the baseline. You can see everything up there. Do it, enter to win. 48-39, Towson now back in the zone. High post, now to baseline to Reynolds. Pulled the trigger on that one. Pulled the string on that one, should say. Short into the hands of Baines for Towson. There's a long 3 in the corner. And the fans will let you know what happened on that one.
Especially the band standing right behind where that play happened.
Andrews going baseline against that zone and dribbles it out of bounds. Second time they're trying to go baseline behind that 2-3.
Yeah, sometimes dribbling bounces off your own foot. Now, and that one happened right there to Michaela Andrews.
Approaching 3 minutes to go here, third quarter. George Washington up 48-39. Baines around the screen. Still follows her. Hadi Lay loses it out of bounds. It will stay Towson ball.
Sarah Lewis trying to point to the opposite side of the court, trying to get the refs right there.
Look, you always try to help the refs. Yeah. Always.
Doesn't always work.
No.
You always have to try.
That's true. You do have to try. Anaya Jenkins has checked in for Towson. She'll set a screen for Baines. That's going to be Kalisto trying to go around the screen. Gets called for a foul.
Just being physical, trying to get around. You see GW has not been switching on any of the screens. They've been staying in the man-to-man with a little help on the drop coverage. But otherwise, not switching. GW is staying true.
That's one of those utility players. You're getting no help on defense. You just fight through it. And there's a Towson turnover underneath. That's going to be number 7 on the night for Towson.
And it looks like they're pushing back on their press, which for Towson, that's something that was really working. They're able to bring the game within 3. I'm not sure if that's the move.
Inside out to Lewis. Nice help on the baseline. Now Reynolds will try a 3 from at the top of the key. That can't go as Lewis tries for the offensive rebound but ends up knocking it out of bounds. I'm not sure I would pull that press off just yet. Find themselves down 9, and it's worked. They've sped up GW, forced some turnovers. You know, they've turned the ball over already 5 times in this half. They only had 6 in the first half.
And it's been an interesting mix for Towson, going from zone to man defense. Hasn't been consistent, which gives GW a little bit of problems in the offensive end.
That's a nice jumper from Hadi Lay. And now we'll see a little more of that pressure. 48-41. The Revs quickly break the press. Now Towson will settle back in that zone. Work the ball around the perimeter. Lewis thought about it, but then she puts it on the floor and draws a foul. A lot more whistles to start this second half.
I know we talked about at halftime. There are only 3 fouls on both teams. We might have spoke a bit too soon on that one. But GW looking to do what every coach says to break the press. Get inside, get to the middle.
Absolutely. Under 2 to go, third quarter. Andrews, and has another whistle underneath as Lewis is taken to the ground. And Hadi Lay looking like, I don't know, what did I do?
It seems like it's been a pretty physical game throughout. Those same calls weren't being called in the first quarter.
Andrews will inbound now. Good help again. Now Mott, far side. Andrews will try a 3 in the corner. No. Nice offensive rebound by Callisto underneath. Good position on Johnston, and she draws a foul.
She has been absolutely everywhere in this third quarter. I don't know where the team would be without her right now in this quarter. Producing on the offensive end, scoring defensively, and getting some big offensive rebounds to see if GW can capitalize.
She had 2 points at the half. She's got 11 right now. And another foul. That's 3 whistles in 10 seconds.
And some people say the announcer's curse isn't the thing.
It might be a thing. As we'll go shoot free throws on the other end as we've hit 5. Lay is making her first trip to the line today as she connects. That's just the second free throw of the night for Towson, now just 2 of 6. Second free throw is good, and she kind of motions to the band to be quiet.
A bold motion to the band right there, shushing the Foghorns.
Now we're having fun. .110 to go here, approaching 1:10 to go, third quarter. Towson in that zone. Work the ball around the perimeter for the GW. Callisto now under 10 to shoot. There's Andrews at the elbow. Russ shot, doesn't get it to go into the hands of Hadi Lay. She will attack, nobody's gonna pick her up. She'll go at the basket, loses the ball out of bounds. It's gonna stay Towson basketball. It's one of those that where, I'm not sure who was on the left side, but watching that 3-point shooter in the corner.
Yeah, it looked like Lay, from the second she had it, she was going all the way on that one. Good recovery in the defensive end for GW.
And a steal off the inbound. Here comes Andrews, one-on-one hesitation. Euro up with the left hand. No, Callisto, guess who? Underneath, fighting for a rebound, but can't pull it out of the arms of Jenkins. Nice bounce pass the other way. The bucket goes, but I don't think it's gonna count. But we've got a blocking foul underneath.
I, for one, am shocked that was called a block.
Let's see this again.
We see Sarah Lewis underneath. Looks like she was about to get position, and she got barreled into right there. The GW bench all standing up right now in shock that that was called a blocking foul, but Sarah Lewis took a hard fall to the ground, and thankfully she seems to be okay.
Mari Sims will check in for Gabby Reynolds. So Towson back to the line, 3 of 7 today. This is Jenkins' first trip as she gets the first one to go. 41 seconds to go, and this is a 2-point game. Pretty good third quarter. Can't get that to go, but then an offensive rebound by Turner, and she is fouled and will go to the line.
Second chances have been a story for Towson today. It's their 9th offensive rebound, as we see. She was able to get around GW, and Michaela Andrews with a hard foul, of course, no intent right there, trying to get the swat, but instead hit the Towson defender.
She swatted her all right. That's definitely a hard foul. I don't think anybody has a problem with a hard foul, especially the way Towson's been shooting free throws, but you don't want to put them back to the line with a chance to tie the game. Andrews picks up her first. Fortune has 3. Callisto has 3 also as the second free throw goes, and we're tied again at 48 with 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Impressive turnaround for Towson.
No doubt. About a 9-second differential. Underneath the Mott, she puts it in. Nice find from the perimeter by Andrews underneath to Paige Mott, as she now has 5 and puts GW up 2. Shot clock off, under 20 to go here in this third quarter. Johnston will back it out. Towson going to hold for 1. Let's see if she wants the screen. She uses the screen, goes around and kicks it here on the near side. 3 from the corner by Jenkins. That doesn't go. Offensive rebound and a tie-up. Whistle is going to stay Towson ball with 4.3 to go in the quarter.
Looked like it was going to possibly be a foul, but GW doing a good job forcing the jump ball. Towson has 4 seconds to possibly tie the game or take the lead going into the fourth.
As Baines will inbound. Nice cutoff underneath there as Johnson head fakes. She'll pull up the jumper and hit it as time runs out in the third quarter. Nice patience there by Johnson as she connects to tie this game at 50. 1 quarter to go. We're right back where we started. Tied. Come back for the fourth on Monumental Sports Network. Back for the fourth quarter here at the Smith Center as GW leads 50-48 to start this fourth quarter.
Yeah, Towson screaming back, making a statement to close that third quarter. Looked like GW was going to pull away. It seemed like things were calming down. They brought back, then Towson was able to bring back the press, bring back some pressure on GW. And they were able to knock down that last-minute shot. So we'll see if GW can stay calm against the press and continue to do what made them so successful, which was to attack inside the paint, to find the open people in the zone.
When we went to break, we had 50-50 on the screen of the scoreboard, so they adjusted it. I don't know what we missed.
You learn something new every day,
I tell you.
Figuring that one out.
Johnston's jumper, we thought, made it 50-50, but they have corrected.
Looks like they're correcting it at the scorer's table right now. One of the refs are out over there trying to fix the scoreboard.
So are we tied at 50 or are we at 50-48? We'll find out in a second.
When we left everybody at the end of the third, it was 50-50 as we get this resolved.
All right, so we're not crazy. It said it was 50-50. We'll see if we can get an explanation from the refs, or they're trying to explain to everybody. As we look at some of the third quarter stats, Towson shooting 50% in that third quarter, 1 of 4 from 3, 7 of 14, hit 5 of 9 threes. GW shoots 40% in that third, 6 of 15 from the floor, shooting about 45% for the game, while Towson shooting 39% from the game.
And the biggest difference we saw was Towson's ability to get to the free throw line in that third quarter. GW only had 2 trips to the line. Towson had 9. GW lucky that they were only able to convert on 5 of the 9 attempts. But GW only got to the line 2 times. So Towson's kind of changed their game plan, been able to get inside, force GW to foul, and once they were in the bonus, they were extra aggressive going at the GW defenders.
Yeah, you're right. You look at that in the first half, Towson only got there twice. The free throw line, they had 1 of 2. And 5 of 9 in that third quarter for GW. 3 attempts in the first half and just 1 of 2 in that third quarter.
Yeah, and it's surprising for GW only getting the line 5 times. It came into the game 13th in the country in free throw rate. So interesting to see maybe a different shift in game plan for GW. Though they have been attacking the basket, maybe not necessarily getting a lot of the calls that they want. As it looks like the refs are coming to a decision on the score. Looks like there's a video review going on right now. They're at the replay monitor trying to figure out could possibly have been a possession that they saw where there's a foot out of bounds, looking to take it back, or
because the shot by Johnson was definitely before the whistle or before the horn.
Absolutely.
Went in with about 1 second to go, and if we check the play-by-play,
yes. So GW is going to look to continue to calm down and stay out of foul trouble. They have a bunch of players now with 3 fouls. Planis Fortune, Callisto, all with multiple fouls. So for GW, it's going to be key to stay out of foul trouble. As George here is getting an explanation.
They are checking the pass and crash play down here where we thought it was an offensive foul. The ball went in and then they called the foul afterwards. So they're checking to see if that should be a basket.
It was interesting because it looked like...
Because that was about 3 possessions before, wasn't it? 2 possessions
yeah,
before.
So it looked like from what we saw, that foul call where Sarah Lewis got barreled into and she got called for the blocking foul. It looked like what happened is the player who ran into Sarah Lewis, can't remember who exactly it was, she passed the ball before and Lewis attempted to take the charge after she had already passed the ball. So I'm thinking the question here is maybe the basket was counted despite the foul being called, even though she didn't have the ball at the time.
Correct. That's probably exactly what they're looking for, to see if it went through before. But here's what Towson's probably not going to like is this delay, because they were playing, well, both coaches don't like this delay as we get into the fourth quarter, but you want to get it right, especially in a tight game like this. Again, Towson finishing up this season opening 5-game road trip. Started on the road at number 16, West Virginia.
Yeah, it's some really good teams, West Virginia and Maryland. Not easy starting any season on the road. Of course, GW has had 2 road games, which they both lost, looking to keep their perfect home record alive tonight. As we see our officials, Mark McClenny, Shawnee Smith, and Ashley Olson at the monitor, looking to figure out, was it a basket or was it not? Everybody's favorite game.
It's a great game, isn't it? It's a fun game to play.
But
it's only fun if the basket counts for your team.
Exactly.
If you're coach, if you're the coach of the team that it counts for. But we'll see what they decide. But yeah, you talked about Towson definitely playing a tough schedule. West Virginia, and then of course Laura Harper going back to College Park to play against Brenda Fries the other day. Lost 98-63, but as she said, it's always great going to that building. Won a national championship there. And then of course was drafted by the Sacramento Monarchs. Played in the WNBA. She's motioning.
She's confused of what's happening too. I'm thinking maybe they're looking to, we can't see we're on the other side. She might not be happy with them possibly taking away a basket. So hopefully one of the referees will come over to us and explain.
Or if they leave the score as it is, then we'll see.
As Mark McClenny's coming over here to give George an explanation. So he's saying there was confusion of the basket made.
Right.
And it was not.
Not made, correct.
So the correct score is 50-48.
Yes.
GW is leading.
As we start the fourth quarter. So forget everything we said at the end of the third. Towson in the zone to start this fourth quarter. As they go high post to Paige Mott, who's getting the start. And then back out to Andrews for the 3. Nice set shot 3, doesn't go. And a defensive rebound by Towson.
You have to like that shot for GW.
Definitely.
Way to attack the zone, get in the middle, it breaks it all down, forces defenders to come and get you.
Down low to Bristol. Tries to step through the defenders, and they altered the shot very nicely. And corralled the rebound. Now Andrews trapped in the corner, gets it to Lewis. Far side to Fortune, who's had those 3 fouls, didn't play much in that third quarter. Andrews now on the blocks to Mott. Inside out, 3 from outside by Lewis, doesn't go. Chased down on the far side by Sims, very nicely in a fresh shot clock for GW.
Yeah, we'll see if they can take advantage here, need a bucket in a big way.
Nice pass to Andrews, stopped, pumped, put it off the glass for 2. Kamari Sims with the good eyes finding Andrews on the block for the deuce, and she's got 12.
And those long possessions are able to break down the zone, as we saw right there. Andrews crawling in backdoor for the layup.
52-48, GW. Ball movement by Towson. Nobody crashing the boards there as Paige Mott with the rebound for GW, her 6th. Towson look a little lazy in the zone right now, a little bit. Right, hands down.
A little tired.
A little tired, yeah. But GW can take its time. Nice give and go to Andrews, who puts it over the front of the rim for 2. And Laura Harper's going to take a timeout. It's a very good timeout for Laura Harper. Sees it right there. 2 quick buckets in 2 minutes to start this third quarter. And that will take us to a team timeout. 7:54 to go here in the game. GW has opened up a 54-48 lead here over Towson on the Monumental Sports Network. 54-48, George Washington leads. 7:54 to go. George Wallace, A. Broadstein. Courtside, Smith Center. GW looking for win number 3 on the year. Towson looking for its first win. We've got a game here. Final 8 minutes. Towson basketball to start after the timeout. Johnston will attack. Somehow gets that to go as she hits the ground.
That's a tough shot from Johnston, looking to get that offensive side of her going here in the fourth quarter to possibly bring Towson back.
She now has 11. As Fortune in the lane, can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound, but then stuffed underneath. And Turner comes away with it.
What a recovery from
Baines,
Turner.
excuse me. That's a nice double underneath. Somebody's open. Jenkins will try the 3 at the top as Fortune couldn't get back in time. And it's a 1-point game.
This has been a game of shifting momentum. GW had some good opportunities down low, unable to capitalize, and then Towson on the other end with the 3.
Trying to get it inside to Mott on the blocks. Couldn't get it to go.
So we see that tough 3 right there. Able to knock it down for Jenkins to bring Towson back. 54-53, GW leads now.
And they double Bristol in there, but they got to get back. Somebody's going to be open. Now Lewis will attack with the right hand. Yeah, finger roll is good. Nice set play out of bounds. And she was able to get in the paint and gave GW a 3-point lead. Lewis now has 9. Johnston back to Bristol. Nice head fake, pump fake there now to Johnston. She'll launch a 3 in front of the bench. Can't get it to go. Rebound underneath by Sarah Lewis. Out to Kamari Sims.
A rebound number 7 for Sarah Lewis tonight.
Patience on the blocks. Mott, nice up and under and good for Paige Mott. Couple buckets for her. Now she has 7. GW now leads by 5.
You could see on these possessions where GW's been able to score, they seem a lot calmer, poised, able to find Mott down low for the big bucket.
I like the fact that they're going inside, especially out of these side out of bounds. As Turner loses it on the floor, we're going to get a no jump ball. Baines will chase it down for Towson. 8 to shoot into the corner for Johnston. She'll launch a 3. That's back rim, no. Rebound on the far side by Jenkins. Now out to Baines.
Yeah, tough play for GW. Ball is bouncing around. It was like hot potato down there. No one able to grab it.
Possession arrow belongs to Towson as Baines will pull up from the baseline. Can't get it to go. Lewis rebounds for George Washington. That's her 8th rebound of the night. And Sims will draw a foul and go to the line for 2.
Nice little hesitation there for Kamari. Now looking to extend this GW lead from 5. And as I said earlier, GW is one of the better teams in the country in terms of free throw rate, in terms of getting to the line. It's been a different story from the line. 13th in free throw rate, but 325th in free throw percentage. So we'll see if Kamari Sims could knock down some big free throws here at the Smith Center.
Coming into tonight, 61% on the year, as Sims, her first free throws of the night don't go.
Had a chance to visit practice yesterday. They dedicated their entire end portion to shooting free throws.
Second free throw goes, and it's a 6-point game. We have not seen Gabby Reynolds in this fourth quarter, have we?
I'm curious to see if McCombs would put her back in. I know this might be more of a coach's stat. She's a +10 when on the court tonight.
It's a good stat. Good patience again by GW, working the ball around the perimeter. Move the basketball against the zone. That's what you want to do. Now Sims will launch a 3. That's too far, too hard. Jenkins saves it, but right into Callisto, whose shot is blocked underneath by Hadi Lay to Johnston. Step back, that's a 2, foot on the line. Nice rebound offensively underneath by Jenkins. Can't get it to go, but she'll shoot free throws.
Going to be offensive rebound number 12 tonight for Towson. They've been able to capitalize with 13 second chance points, possibly 14 and 15 here at the free throw line.
And that'll take us to an under 5 timeout. 4:28 to go in the ball game. GW 59-53 lead over Towson here at the Smith Center on the Monumental Sports Network. .428 to go here, Smith Center. GW with a 59-53 lead over Towson. GW opened up a 12-point lead in this one, Abe. But Towson has not gone away.
And despite both of us saying they should keep pressing, they've been able to do this without that pressure on GW. So curious to see if maybe towards the end they're going to up that.
As Jenkins hits 1 of 2 free throws. Cut the lead to 4. Taking time off the clock. The clock is your friend right now. You're up by 4, although you don't want to start just going total hold the basketball, but be patient, take a good shot, maybe get it inside again, as they've been doing when you look at these 34 points in the paint out of their 59.
You know, only 7 seconds to go on the shot clock here. You have to have a quick shot.
Lewis drives, draws the foul, and connects for the bucket as the shot clock expires. She'll go to the line.
Wow, what a big shot there for Sarah Lewis with the shot clock expiring, knowing how much time there was on the clock as we'll take a look. Dribbling to right, getting on the baseline with the contact, and floats it in and one. A big free throw right here to make it.
She got past Turner there, drew the foul. It's her second.
There's the old-fashioned three-point play.
That's right. That's her first free throw of the night. Now 1 of 3. She has 12. And the lead is 7 with under 4 to go. I feel like Towson needs a bucket here. You don't want this to get too much further. Jenkins will launch from the corner three. Callisto chases it down, and she ran into Coach Harper on the way down the floor. Helped her up, though. That's nice of her to help her up. Not only you missed the shot, you run into your coach. That 2-3, 2-1-2 kind of zone. Nice skip pass near side. Callisto will try a three. That's too hard. Jenkins chases it down in front of the bench. Towson has numbers. Baines on the break, corner to side to Johnston. Good transition defense by GW there.
Yeah, big time recovery.
As Hadi Lay with the turnaround fadeaway, can't get it to go. Under 3 to go, 62-55. The Revs looking for win number 3. Nice cut at the high post by Andrews. Tried to go high-low, but throws it out of bounds. Mott pointed that she wanted it up. Throw the alley-oop.
It was the right idea right there. Had Mott tried to go with a little wraparound pass, just a little too hard. But I think if you're GW, you want to take a little more time off the clock on these possessions. Also curious with the zone right now. We're almost daring GW to shoot from 3.
From distance,
curious to see if we'll see any Gabby Reynolds towards the end of this game, or if this is going to be the closing lineup for Coach McCombs.
GW still in a man. Doing a good job of making Towson use clock here as well. Inside to Bristow, just checked in. Can't get the shot to go. She wanted a foul call, but good defense by Sarah Lewis. And now Felipa Callisto draws a foul.
Yeah, 7-point game. That basket from Sarah Lewis, that and one, and the converted free throw is a big one, making it a 7-point game. So a 3-possession game. Revs up with 2:20 to go.
We'll write that down for the play of the, or one of the plays of the game. Good job. I wrote it down. 2:10 to go in the game. 7-point lead. And just as you asked them to do, taking time off. Now Sims will pull up in the paint. No, Mott offensive rebound, but loses it out of bounds. It will be Tigers basketball.
Yeah, good job by Towson, staying true in the defensive end, not looking to foul. Can GW hold Towson? You don't want to foul. You don't want to stop the clock and let them shoot at the line.
Towson's been scoreless the last 2:28 of this game. Not the time to go cold, that's for sure, but also good defense by the Revs for sure, as Turner tries to force the action and loses it out of bounds for a turnover. Turnover number 10 for Towson with 1:47 to go.
The Towson bench wanted a foul called right there, but Kamari Sims right there, hands straight up.
I thought that was good defense.
Perfect defense from Kamari.
Absolutely. Callisto breaks the pressure, far side to Mott. Now they'll bring it out and set.
They have ability to take a lot of time off the clock here.
Caroline McCombs holding her hands out as if to say, slow down. Not if Callisto's all by herself at the top of the key and banks home a 3. Laura Harper wants time as she sees this slipping away. GW lead now is 10. You can't leave her wide open at the top of the key.
Time is winding down, but fortunately for Felipa, the bank is still open. What a nice shot there to extend this GW lead to 10 points. Nice feed inside from Kamari Sims to Felipa Callisto. Having a phenomenal game. Had her best game as a Rev against Ohio, and she tops that today.
She called that too, Bank, I heard it. She was double figures the first time in her career the other day against Ohio. And you're right, she's piggybacking on that game, on that performance here tonight. As she has 14 points on 6 of 14 shooting, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc, 7 boards, 3 assists, 3 fouls, 4 turnovers.
And when I spoke to McCombs yesterday, she's raving about Callisto. Defensively, has the ability to guard their best offensive player, has the length, doing all the little things. And that's what's helped propel GW in the second half.
To a 10-point lead with 1:22 to go here. Towson needs to go in a hurry if they want to get back in this thing. Johnston probably needs to go as they try to get her free at the top, but nice defensive help by GW. Now Johnson will try a 3 in front of the bench. Can't get it to go. Rebound into the hands of Paige Mott out to Callisto, and she is fouled.
GW, great defensive possession, and good job getting the rebound there. GW's been pretty good on the boards. The offensive rebounds, I know, are going to be something that they're going to look at. You know, the Towson having 11, but GW 32 defensive rebounds today, so doing a good job boxing out.
Almost a steal right in front of us. How quick are your hands? You almost have to save that.
Yeah, I was ready for that. Always am.
I figured you always got to be ready.
George, anything to protect you.
I appreciate that, especially in these seats. Under a minute to go. A 10-point game and a reach in out high by Hottie Lay. It's going to be the 5th foul. We should get free throws on that, I believe. Yeah, Sarah Lewis will go to the line. 12 points on the night. And a balanced scoring night for Coach McCombs. She's going to love to see that.
Yeah, everybody who's come into the game has been able to contribute. I mean, even a player like Kamari Sims, who has 3 points on the day. She's 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals as well. So everybody, even if they're not scoring, they're contributing in a major way. And Sarah Lewis, 9 rebounds today. One of the best rebounders on this team.
Huge. And we haven't seen Gabby Reynolds, I don't think, this whole 4th quarter. Not much in the second half either. As Laura Harper calls timeout. As it is now a 12-point lead. That ties the largest lead of the game for GW. Looks like it'll get win number 3 on the year to go to 3-2 and keep Towson winless. How about the upcoming schedule for the Revs?
Yeah, the Revs Saturday, matinee at the Charles E. Smith Center, taking on Georgia Southern, and taking on Morgan State, who just defeated Towson last game. And then a conference matchup in December, early December, something you don't see too often. It's going to be George Mason and their potential NCAA tournament team coming into the Smith Center for a big game. So GW has a chance to add to this momentum here, possibly looking like they're going to take this win here against Towson. Can they convert this into some wins you can get hot going into a game against George Mason?
And I think what Coach McCombs will like is that they were able to bounce back after a really tough shooting night on the road. Yeah, anytime you go on the road, it is tough. But that they were able to bounce back. She adjusted the lineup a little bit, and it worked.
Yeah, and looking to get the revenge against a Towson team who defeated GW 68-60 last season at Towson.
Snapping a 3-game revolutionary winning streak against Towson. Bristol on the block. You don't want to foul and give extra possessions now. Just as I say that, they commit the foul and get an and one.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say a word the rest of the night.
And if you're trailing, that's the thing you want. You want to be able to get inside. You want to draw the foul, as we see the nice and one here through the contact. But the clock is stopped, and you have a chance to eat away at the lead. We'll see if it might be a little too late, but Towson with a chance to make this a 3-possession game.
Bristol tonight, 15 points. But she can't get that to go. 1 of 3 now from the line. Timeout on the rebound. Nice rebound by Paige Mott. And she'll call the timeout.
Looked like Paige Mott and Sarah Lewis were almost fighting each other for that rebound. It's like Sarah Lewis wants that double-double today, standing at 14 points and 9 rebounds. And Paige Mott with a big rebound right there and a smart play, but with McCombs calling timeout. She's right on the baseline. Looked like she might turn that over and get pushed out of bounds. So smart play from Coach McCombs to call timeout.
So let's talk about Coach McCombs as today. She literally adjusted the starting lineup big time. Gabby Reynolds did not start. Sarah Lewis did not start. And Paige Mott did not start. And she wanted to get a different look, and I think the players, everybody responded. If you look at Lewis, she's got 14 points. Paige Mott, 7 points off the bench. And Gabby Reynolds, hit her first shot. And she's got 8 points, 3 of 8 shooting, and we played 20 minutes in the game.
Yeah, one of the most successful ways to be a good coach is the ability to adjust. As looked like she got a little too close. I think the ref telling her to back up a little bit. But the ability to adjust is so important for a head coach, and we were able to see that tonight. And let's see if this is going to carry over to the rest of the season. And see if she continues to ride with the hot hands. She did that with Callisto. Yeah. Worked out today.
She inserted, Callisto, who came in averaging 5 points a game tonight. And all she's done is gotten 14 on 6 of 14 shooting, 2 of 6 from 3. 7 boards, 3 assists. As Andrews connects on the 3 to extend the lead to 11.
It looks like this rotation from Coach McCombs certainly tightened up. 8 players she's playing with.
Back to a 12-point lead, 37 seconds to go. As Coach McCombs does not want to see any fouls now. That's what she doesn't want to see. As Turner tried to take it inside and gets turned away. And Andrews steps out of bounds.
As Andrews certainly doesn't agree with that. As she said, she literally pushed me out of bounds.
She said that, and the referee said she didn't agree with her. 28 seconds to go. GW is going to get win number 3 on the year. Towson will fall to 0-5 as the 3 by Baines does not go. And we'll see if Laura Harper calls off. It says no foul. Doesn't look like they're going to foul now as Sims crosses over and gives it to Callisto with 10 seconds to go. So a nice bounce back win from GW after falling on the road as Lewis picked it up, wanted to shoot a 3, but then dribbled again. You can't do that.
Even with 6 seconds.
Even with 6 seconds.
Even if the ref has some dinner plans after. Can't pick up that dribble at any point, but great all-around performance from the Revs tonight.
And Johnson will just dribble it out as the clocks hit 0. As George Washington defeats Towson for the 11th time in school history, 69-57. They now lead the series 11-3 as they get the win tonight. A all-around pretty good performance from the Revs coming back from a road loss. We talked about the starting lineup switch up, and she pushed all the right buttons, and a good team win, I think, tonight.
Yeah, and we talked how their shooting percentage from the field was in the 20s last game against Towson. Coming today shooting 45%, an impressive showing from inside the paint, 34 of their 69 points scored in the paint. So great all-around performance from GW today. Got to be happy moving forward with games against Georgia Southern, Morgan State. See if that can give you some momentum against George Mason, the conference opener.
As they win by 12 tonight, and Andrews with 16 points tonight, Callisto 14, Sarah Lewis had 14 points. And again, like we mentioned, balanced scoring. GW shoots 45% from the floor, 10 of 12 from the line. On the other side, Towson just 8 of 14 from the free throw line, 5 of 19 from 3.
Yeah, and I know GW is going to want to improve their three-point shooting, only 5 for 17. But if you're playing that well inside the paint and your defense is looking good, that's all you need.
That is all you need, that's for sure. As Coach McCombs is going to make her way over and have a seat and put the headset on. George Wallace and head coach Caroline McCombs. Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
A bounce back very nicely from a tough road loss. You switched up the starting lineup tonight. I mean, just look at some of the numbers we can talk about, but it just seems like a really, really good team win tonight.
Yeah, you know, that's what we've been talking about since Saturday, is just playing together. And I thought that we saw that today on both sides of the basketball. You can see that in our numbers, but you can see it just from watching the game, the flow, the play, the pace, you know, that everyone just shared the ball, making those extra passes.
And you switched up the starting lineup today, I would assume, to see kind of just to see how players respond, and I would say that the players did respond tonight.
Yeah, I mean, there's one thing about our team, you know, we're young, right? We're still learning each other. This is our 5th game playing together, and I think we have some balance, you know, and I like that about this group. And so, you know, every day there's an opportunity at practice to do what they need to do and earn spots, and so nothing's set in stone, and I love that about this group, and we don't care who starts, right, you know, and you just want to put the 5 best people out there on the floor, and sometimes it's based on matchups as well. And
I think you can tell the way they responded when they did come in the game that nobody was hanging their heads, and they all contribute. Look at Sarah Lewis with 14 points tonight. Michaela Andrews led you with 16, but Felipa Callisto, I think, was just all over the floor tonight. And then that bank 3 at the top of the key to kind of seal things. She also had an and one. I mean, just an all-around great performance.
Yeah, I mean, she was terrific. Again, just talking about Sarah, probably her first career double-double. Super proud of her. Just a great all-around floor game. Has been rebounding the ball relentlessly throughout this season so far. Michaela's kind of done what she's done for us. She has that scoring mentality. And then really just Felipa's getting in her groove now for us this year.
And what's it say about you guys? You know, it was a close game throughout most of the first half. Then they kind of tried to speed you up a little bit with the press, but you guys responded, didn't panic. And then when they went back to that zone, just the it seemed like the patience on the offensive end was there for you.
Sure, yeah. I mean, that's so important, right? We knew they were going to come back and make some type of a run, you know, and so I'm just glad that we were able to, you know, just keep our head on our shoulders, have composure, right? Move the ball, share the ball, and we made plays when we needed to.
And going inside as well, another number you'll probably love to see is 34 points in the paint tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we like to play inside out, so definitely focusing on that, whether that's our posts, our guards, however we're getting the ball inside. We're much more successful when we get paint touches.
And lastly, you talked about how young you are, the tough shooting late on the road, how you come back home, and you withstood a good run by Towson. So what's that say about how you guys are kind of maturing, that you were able to hold on to this, not only hold on to it, but extend it at the end and win like you did?
Sure, I think that's just the maturity that we have to have coming back from a tough one, responding, understanding we're at home, and how do we grow from the last game and get better. So no one was hanging their heads, everyone's competing, playing hard, we're growing together as a group. It's a special group.
And congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you.
That's Coach McCombs on the 69-57 win over Towson tonight. As Sarah Lewis is going to sit down and talk to us. Sarah Lewis will put on the headset. Sarah, congratulations. A 14-point night for you, 5 of 7 shooting, and not only personally for you, but just a good team win for you guys tonight.
Thank you, thank you.
What did it say about you guys? You coming back off the road after a tough shooting night to come home to a home environment and rebound like you did against a good Towson team?
It was really important. Every day in practice, we had to make sure that we did the things that we wanted to make sure to do in the game, and I think we executed as a team. We played together, we rebounded for each other, and it got us the win.
And Coach switched up the starting lineup tonight, and everybody responded. It seemed like nobody hung their heads, and just kind of responded when everybody got in the game.
Yeah, I mean, we love each other. I mean, everyone's great teammates. We want to build a green team, and I feel like we're doing that. We love each other, and we want to make sure that each other are doing well, so we're proud for everyone that's going in and everything like that.
Sarah, congratulations on the win.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sarah Lewis, a 14-point performance tonight as George Washington gets the win 69-57 over Towson to go to 3-2 on the year, coming back after a tough road loss the other night in Ohio to come back home. Balanced win tonight for Coach McCombs as she gets good contributions from everywhere, off the bench and the starters as well. That'll do it for us tonight here from the Smith Center as GW gets win number 3 on the year, 69-57 over Towson, and goes to 3-2. For our entire crew here tonight and my partner to my right, Abe Rothstein, thanks for joining us, everybody. GW gets a win, 69-57. This is George Wallace saying so long from the Smith Center. Have a great night.
I also do. I'll try it.